Hey guys, what's up? It's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. My last video I posted was of the mental health awareness event that I did at my CrossFit gym. I spent so much of my time focusing on doing the speech that I didn't think for like 1 second about how I was gonna feel after the speech was over. And after the speech was over, I was kind of on a high. It was on a Saturday, and later that afternoon I felt so good. I was so relieved that I got it done. So many people came up to me. Shit, sorry, someone just slammed on their brakes. People came up to me and were really sweet and said how much I inspired them and helped them, and they told me their stories, which was really powerful and made me feel really great. And then that night I went out and went dancing with my girlfriend, and the next day I felt pretty good. But that Monday after, I totally crashed into a depression, and it was just like, what the hell, there's nothing wrong. That's the hardest thing about depression, is everything in my life will be good, there's literally nothing wrong, but yet I'm depressed. I think more than anything, I felt super exposed, which I was. I said in front of a group of 60 people, I almost killed myself. I've been to the psych ward. I've been to jail. Y'all didn't know this, but I'm fucking crazy. You know, it's all these people had their perceptions of me at the gym, just seeing me, and then telling people such intimate things about myself, secrets, or secrets from them, because they didn't know me when everything went down. But yeah, it felt really good. There was actually a guy at the speech that knew me when everything was going down. He was my friend on Facebook when I was writing all my crazy rants when I was having my manic episode, and he actually started crying during the speech and told me that he remembers the post that I wrote, and he was just so overwhelmed with compassion for me, and now he understands what was happening, because so many people that saw what I was writing thought that I was in control of myself and doing that shit on purpose and thinking it through. Yeah, that was not the case. So it made me feel really good to have that sort of feedback. But yeah, it was just kind of an emotional hangover after the whole deal, and it took me 3 or 4 days to kind of feel back to normal, which in the past I would drink a lot, and the drinking in the moment when I'm drunk, I don't give a shit, I don't feel anything. And then when I'm hungover, it's I'm so hungover that all I can do is think about how sick I feel, and then getting mimosas or Bloody Marys to feel better, smoking weed. That's all I could really focus on. So, and now that I don't drink or abuse drugs, I feel everything. I have to process everything, and it's very different. It's very difficult for me, and I've just found that when I have a big event or something going on, I do need time to decompress, and that's just what it is, And so anyways, yeah, after the mental health event, I didn't actually go to the gym for a week after, because I was just I don't know, I just didn't want to I wasn't ready to face people after doing a speech like that. I just hid out. I was fuck, I know people wouldn't say anything but nice shit, because that's just how everyone is at my gym, but I just didn't really want to talk to anyone. I get that sometimes, where I'm a total hermit. I just want to be by myself and stay at home and not really talk to anybody but my husband and my dog. Going into the holidays and stuff is coming up, and I'm so excited. I made a commitment to myself that I'm putting up my Christmas tree and decorating for Christmas the day after Halloween. I usually wait till the day after Thanksgiving, but nope, not this year. I really want to enjoy Christmas decorations for 2 full months, probably even 3 full months, because realistically I probably won't take that shit down till February. So I'm excited about that. And this vlog is pretty random, but I thought it'd be fun to talk about. Not fun, but like something people might be interested in hearing about is like, you know, staying sober for the holidays and kind of like what that looks like. Last year was my first holiday season sober, and it was rough. It was not easy staying sober, especially because, like, you know, I associated in the past, like, anything, I found any reason to drink. Like, it's Saturday, drink. I had a bad day at work, drink. It's a wedding, drink. Holiday, drink. Like, no matter what, I wanted to fucking drink. But now, you know, it was in the best interest of my mental health and my overall health to just, like, put the bottle down and be sober. And so on November 7th, I'll have 17 months sober, which is crazy. I can't even believe that shit. But so I'm definitely a lot more comfortable in my sobriety now than I was when I first got sober. When I first got sober, I was so insecure. I didn't want people to know I was sober. I wasn't proud to be sober. I felt jealous of people that were drinking, envious, like I wished I could drink too, kind of a thing. And yeah, like something you'll know about me if you've watched my other videos is like I have struggled getting pregnant. And so on top of being hella insecure that I'm sober and not really wanting people to know, like if people did know that I wasn't drinking, I was afraid they were gonna ask me like, oh, are you not drinking because you're pregnant? And it's like, yo, like I'm already hella insecure that I have to be sober because I'm fucking crazy because I have bipolar disorder. But now you're gonna literally throw it in my face that I have fertility issues. It's like, no, I'm not drinking because I'm fucking insane. No, just kidding. But for real though, like, so luckily no one ever, I never put myself in situations where that would like come about. Like I didn't really make myself available to have conversations with people that like didn't know me well enough to ask those kinds of questions. Because realistically, if someone knows me really well, they're not gonna ask me if I'm pregnant. Because they know it's a sensitive subject. So I just kind of steered clear of like rando acquaintances that would ask some dumb fucking question like that. So there's that. But yeah, since I've been more comfortable in my sobriety, which, you know, honestly has taken like a year. Like I've had bumps in the road many a times in my first year of sobriety, and even since I hit a year, like in July of this year, just a couple months ago, like I was really wanting to drink. I don't know why. I went to Lake Chelan, which is in the state of Washington, but it's in eastern Washington where it's hotter and a lot of people travel over there for the summer. So I went over there with my husband, and for whatever reason, I was just like convincing myself that like I can drink. And every convenience store, gas station we drove by, I was like gazing at it like, I want to go in and buy alcohol. Because like the old me, I would have been fucking making roadies. Like this shit would have been champagne and orange juice in a Starbucks cup. Like that's the way it was for shit my whole life. So yeah, like I really wanted to drink, but I didn't. I made it through. Like luckily I'm really honest about the way that I feel, and I tell my husband, and like, you know, and luckily, like, he doesn't come at me and be like, no, like, what are you thinking? Like, you can't drink. Are you stupid? Like, no, he, like, talks to me and we just kind of have a conversation about it. Like, the one thing that will probably drive me to drink is if someone, like, comes at me twisted and tries to, like, control me and say, like, no, Megan, like, you're not allowed to drink. Like, that shit would piss me off, and then I'd probably be like, well, fuck you, I can drink. So I've kind of let everyone know that's, like, close to me to I know everyone has good intentions, but like I just need people to, even if they know in their head, which they do, it's not a good idea for me to drink. Like I don't need them to rub that in my face when like I'm already like struggling with wanting to drink. So anyways, I made it through that time and whatever, but you know, at this place I am in my sobriety, I have been in multiple situations where I don't drink, and I've actually come out being glad I didn't drink, you know, like It's really nice being able to drive home at the end of the night and not worrying about getting pulled over by the cops. I've had many of those nights where I've had too much to drink and I drive home just like crossing my fingers, like, please don't get pulled over, please don't get pulled over. But just not having to deal with that at all is super nice. I've gotten comfortable going out to like bars and clubs and like going dancing and stuff sober, which is so weird to me. Like, I've never ever thought I would get to that place. But sorry about that. My stain in my car fell down. Gonna have to fix that later. I didn't want to fix it while I was driving on the freeway. So now I'm gonna curl my hair and get ready for tonight. So I figured I'd continue the video. Staying sober around the holidays or any time of year is just like, it's not easy. Like, I feel like in our culture, it is just so, alcohol's everywhere. Like, it's just people, it's just expected. Like, people are gonna drink. And yeah, doing this like new way of living, like being sober, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of the people that follow me on Instagram or watch my YouTube videos, like, they don't either don't know me in real life or never have seen me drunk. And, you know, I'm not sitting over here denying that I was a train wreck, because, you know, I was. It's hard to admit. It's like painful, you know, like no one wants to admit that they're like a sloppy ass fucking drunk, but I mean, it's the truth, you know what I mean? But truly for me, like, living a sober life is so much better. Like, I'm so much happier. Like, they say that like alcohol is a depressant, but like, I don't know, I never really like bought into that because I had never known any other way of like living. But it's so true that that you just don't know how much alcohol is depressing you until you stop drinking. At least that's my experience. Like, I had no idea how much alcohol was depressing me, and then until I stopped drinking, and now it's like, oh, okay, shit. So, and also giving me anxiety. Alcohol gave me so much anxiety, like the next day when I'd be hungover. That's why I would just like smoke a ton of weed. Like, I was also like a major pothead. Like, I was high all the time. Like, I never was stoned like at work. Like, I couldn't do hair and feel like professional or in control, so I would never smoke like while I was working. But like on my days off or at night, like before bed, like you better believe I was smoking weed. So again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't judge people that drink or smoke weed. Like, how could I? Like, that would be stupid. So as far as tips for staying sober around the holidays, I would say my best advice is, if it's your first holiday season, like being sober, trying not to drink, like, and you're taking your sobriety seriously, like, you have to like put yourself first. Like, if you're in a situation where you're gonna feel triggered to drink and you're taking your sobriety seriously, like, you literally need to be sober, it's okay to say no. It's okay to skip a holiday party. If someone has a problem with you not drinking or whatever, like, you should probably like evaluate if that person's a true friend, because no true friend that I'm aware of is ever gonna like, you know, judge you for not drinking. If people give you shit like, oh, you're lame, like, you're not drinking, like, I don't think that person really likes you for you, to be honest. Like, just food for thought. My number one tip for staying sober during the holidays is to like skip parties and avoid people that like make you want to drink. And yeah, like, I'll be honest, when you get sober, you really learn like who your true friends are. Like, being sober makes you like think a lot and really do a lot of like reflecting on your life. And I look back on my past and I look at the friendships that I had, and you know, I realize a great deal of them were based on drinking alcohol. Like, alcohol was always a part of the equation. And that's not to blame the people I was hanging out with. I mean, that was like my deal too, right? Like, it's not like they were forcing me to drink. Like, I wanted to drink. There was no denying that. But, you know, friendships just kind of fade away if they're based off something that you remove from your life. So for me, like, getting sober has really like taught me a lot. And I did start an Instagram page for inspiration on mental health and sobriety. I honestly should have done it a long time ago, but I don't know why I didn't do it. I just like, it never really occurred to me, but I have a personal Instagram account, and I don't want to be that annoying person that's like talking about mental health and sobriety when like people don't want that shit in their face all the time, especially like if they don't have mental health issues or they drink themselves. Like no one wants to like go out and kick it and drink and like see a bunch of shit about being sober in their face. So I completely understand that. And so now I have this new Instagram page where you know, people that don't want it in their face like don't follow it, but I'm gaining a pretty good following pretty fast, and I'm, you know, people are reaching out to me telling me how much I'm helping them and inspiring them to stay sober. So it's like making me want to keep doing it. And also it's helping me stay sober because like it's therapeutic for me because I get to write these posts about like experiences I have. Like basically I post a picture from like throughout the last 17 months or even from like when I was 20, which like, oh my God, I was like not cute when I was 20. Yikes. I thought I was, but I don't know. Yikes. I post pictures and talk about like reflecting back on like what I was going through when those pictures are taken, because I feel like that's really cool because a lot of times people post photos on social media and no one knows like what's truly going on like behind the photo. And so that's always been something that's like always been on my mind is like, hey, you see this like beautiful picture of a girl on Instagram, but like what's she going through in her life? Like what's really going on? And so I decided to kind of like do that and like expose like, okay, like here's this cool picture of me hiking, but like actually I was pretty miserable in this photo and like here's why. So I think people like appreciate honesty. Like in my opinion, I think the new in the future, I think the new trend of social media is going to be like more honest, authentic, real posts. At least I hope so, because like I would much rather, you know, I mean, sure, I love to see like pretty pictures of girls with like, you know, good makeup and hair and outfits and all that, but like I want some substance. I don't just want to see the outside beauty. I want to know what struggles she's facing, you know, stuff like that. I think that's inspirational. So why not mix the cool pictures with like the real authentic things that are going on behind the photo. So anyways, that Instagram is at the Mind Bar with periods in it. So it's at the mind bar. So there's 2 periods in there. I'll link that in the description below. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm really enjoying myself. And you know, when people tell you they look up to you, it makes you like not want to fuck up. Like people are telling me that they look up to me and I inspire them. So it's like if I get those funny ideas like, oh, I really want to drink, then I can be like, oh wait, I don't want to let down people that tell me that like they look up to me. So I think that's an important thing to remember. Something cool is I got reached out to recently by someone that wants me to possibly start speaking at middle schools about mental health. Like hopefully that works out because that would be awesome. I would be more than willing to do stuff like that. That would be great. And other than that, I'm just focused on my health. I've been working out, you know, I still deal with the bipolar symptoms constantly. Like for the most part, I'm doing pretty good, but like, you know, people don't know, like sometimes I have a manic night where like it's fucking 5 in the morning and my ass is wide awake. Like I feel like I could go on a 10-mile run because I'm so much energy, and I have to like take my medication to like force me to go to sleep because my mind won't shut off. And like I said in the beginning of the video, like I deal with depression still, you know, luckily because I don't drink, take my medication, and I'm aware of what's going on. Like the depression usually only lasts like a couple of days. Like cross my fingers, like I really don't want to go through depression that, you know, won't let up. So that's kind of what I pray for. So I plan to do a video soon with my husband. I know some people have been requesting that. I know other people have been requesting I do like a beauty, like get ready with me video, which I'm totally down to do. And actually I was gonna do that today until my girl offered to do my makeup for me. And I was like, hell yeah, like she's professional makeup artist and she's taught me everything I know. I just love her. She's really talented. So couldn't pass that up. But yeah, I plan to do a couple videos soon with my husband, a get ready with me. If there's any other subjects of videos you guys wanna hear about, let me know, send me a comment. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there with their mental health and staying strong. You know, I just want to say, like, no matter how bad things are in your life or how chaotic it seems, like, I just want to tell people, like, don't give up. Things eventually get better. Like, I remember laying in my bed being so depressed at times, like feeling like things are never gonna get better. Like if I stay alive and decide to like not commit suicide, like I'm gonna be a miserable fucking person the rest of my life. And it's just like not true, you know? Like I'm happy, you know? I'm in a good place. My husband and I are great. Obsessed with my dog, that's for damn sure. So anyways, I'm gonna finish the rest of my hair. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would appreciate it if you did. And I'm excited for the holidays. I'm really looking forward to my first holiday season of being a YouTuber because I started my channel in January. So this is gonna be fun. So talk to you guys later. Bye.